The Trumbull Neighborhood Partnership is embarking on an exciting time in Warren as it prepares to break ground on 4 new single-family homes next Tuesday. Matt Martin, the executive director of TNP, joins us now to tell us more about what he is calling a major milestone event for the community. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yes, so why is this a milestone event for the community?
Well, this has been a long time coming. We've spent the last 15 years really focused on homeownership. And one of the main ways we focused on homeownership is by dealing with vacant properties. When we started 15 years ago, there were over 1,500 vacant houses in the city of Warren. And we spent, really the better part of the last 15 years doing renovations of properties that could be saved and demolitions of those that could not, in addition to all of our other programming. But where we are now is that the city is at a place, the market is at a place, and the opportunity is there for us to now build new. So, after all this time, after all that work, this is our first foray into new home construction, and we're going to be building these 4 homes, starting next week.
Yeah, very exciting times. Like you said, this goes way back to, the earlier 2000s when, you started working on this in the communities and getting input. How has the reaction been to some of that over the years and recently, especially with this new project?
It's been a sort of a long and winding road, and we've taken the community along with us. We've gotten a lot of really good feedback on what we've done so far. The renovations obviously have been a tremendous opportunity for folks to become homeowners, especially where otherwise they may not have been able to. Of course, it also saves a property from the wrecking ball, which is always our first priority. That said, we have demolished a large number of homes also, and honestly, I've never gotten any complaints from the next door neighbors about that.
Oh,
So
no.
I think we've done a good job.
Yeah, and these homes were to be built on the former site of the Emerson School. What makes that an ideal location?
Well, so this site, the former Emerson School, which was a Warren City School District property, it's already located right squarely in the middle of a neighborhood. It's lodged in the northwest side of Warren, which is a very stable community. But there's this sort of big piece of vacant land. It's just sort of inviting new development onto it. So the site is 3 acres. Big, and so it's a really great opportunity for us to put 1, 2, 3, 4 new houses just coming along Drexel up to Moncrest. So
And yeah,
it's just a great location.
and there were other school buildings that had been demolished in the city too. Do you think you might be able to build on those sites as well?
We would love to continue talking with Warren City Schools and with the city of Warren and with the communities about the opportunity to develop some of these other sites. There's a number of them, like you said, and I think all of them are really, really inviting, really promising for neighborhood development.
And how will Tuesday's groundbreaking, serve as a new chapter? Would you say that this is something that everyone's going to really notice because it's going to look different than some of your past projects?
It's going to look a whole lot different than our past projects. One thing that remains the same is that we're looking at ways to reclaim vacant space. So taking this opportunity with this vacant lot to now create this home ownership, that part's not new. However, this new construction, these new builds, that's brand new for us. So that'll look a lot different. And we're still sort of, getting our feet underneath us in terms of the process. But I think the idea is to spend the next 15 years doing a whole lot more of this. Nothing that we have done so far is done. We'll continue to do renovations at every opportunity. I'm sure there will be the need for some demolitions and blight remediations, but we're adding a new tool to our toolbox for going forward. And we expect these to be the first 4 of very many.
And again, that groundbreaking happening at 10 o'clock in the morning, July 1st, right at the corner of Drexel and Moncrest. Matt, thank you so much for joining us here at 5.